So we have learned about an informal letter which we had written to your friend. If you remember, it was about what was the letter? I also don't remember. You have written a letter to your friend, and now this is your friend has received your letter and he is replying back to you. He or she is replying back to you, and after his reply, you are again writing to him or her. Okay. So this letter is a reply of a letter which already your friend has sent you. So there is little bit difference in a reply letter and writing a letter at first. So this one, the difference will be for the first one, okay? For I mean this one. Mhm. This part will be different, and when the other kids will join, nobody is coming. Then I will share the video with them. Okay, are you all ready? So shall we start now? Okay.
Yes.
So, kids, this is a letter which your friend has, before this, this is a reply of a letter which your friend has written you already, and he or she inquired you about your school. Okay, I received your letter and your photo. This one, the first opening line, or you can say the greeting lines, will be little different than before. You are not going to ask again the same question, and how are you? I hope your health is good and I was missing you. You have to not write all these. Okay, you have to directly go to the point, which is in the reply. So this one is the reply. Like I cannot write, but I text it. Yeah, this is what reply of your friend's letter. So when you reply, you have no same opening words. Okay. So let us go and understand what did you reply. I received your letter. I received your letter and your photograph. Believe me, I was so glad to look at your photograph that I showed it to my friends and parents. I really wish we were able to meet each other sometime in a life because you are exchanging your thoughts between two friends. Already you have written him and he replied you, then you are replying him back. This is the third letter in between you. So still you are missing him and you are asking in wish you could meet each other. Okay, so in the next para, okay, what will I do? You got it understood till here? So the first two, three lines will not be the same. That how are you? I am good. How is your family? We are not going to talk about this. This okay. Who is joining? Okay, let the kids join who are coming. Welcome, kids. Welcome, everyone. We are doing informal letter, a reply of a letter of your friend. Okay. Till here, I hope you understand.
Assalamu alaikum, teacher.
Alaikum assalam. Welcome, kids. Okay, this is the address of the receiver. Okay, because you have written a letter to England, you will post the address and today's date. This is the greeting, like my dear Nisa, my dear friend, whatever. Because Rohan's best friend is Nisa. He have actually 4 to 5 friends, but I cannot mention all the names. So I have written one of them, who he is meeting these days a lot. So I received your letter already. This first paragraph I have explained you have written and what he sent you the picture and you are thanking him that after seeing your pictures I showed them. Okay, now when the kids are joining I have to recall again.
Miss,
Yes beta.
Miss, we have to write it.
Beta, understand it, then I will send you the copy. Okay, if you want to
Okay.
write the same, you can do, because this is your assignment also, your school assignment. Okay, so the next paragraph will start now. Okay, the next paragraph. Yes beta.
Assalamu alaikum, Miss.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, वालेकुम अस्सलाम। 1 मिनट बेटा, ये तो साथ ही आ जाएगा। Hmm, I will clear all drawings. Okay, now we are going to the next one, to the second part. Any chat, any question, anything? Walaikum assalam, Rehan. Walaikum assalam. Okay, the next paragraph is you have expressed from here, okay? You have expressed a desire to know about my school. I give below a brief of my school. Now, this was the question. This is the title of your letter, which your school has asked you to write to your friend who is in England. Now, you have started your letter to tell him that you have asked me a brief about my school. So, I will explain you how my school is. The name of my school is oh, sorry, there is a typing mistake. Ignore it. Okay, I will correct it later. The name of my school is Pakistan Urdu School. The name of my school is Pakistan Urdu School. It is situated at a distance of a mile from my house. It has a built-in area of 2000 square yards. If you want to write this much, you can write. If you don't want to write, you can shorten your letter as much you can, but there should be three paragraphs. Keep in your mind, you are in grade 5. It should not be one paragraph letter. At least it should be three paragraph letter. Every room contains simple furniture. It has a big playground, a garden, laboratory, and a library. If you want to edit these two to three things, you can. There is a canteen. If there is no garden, there is a playground, there is a football ground. Whatever you want to add, this is your addition, okay? But in my thought, this was important thing, so I have mentioned over here. The school was started more than 30 years ago. Okay, first of all, you should know that your school is quite old. It's not like 10 years, 20 years, because I was a student of Pakistan Urdu School and I am now, mashallah, I have Rohan. When I was in Rohan's age, I was a student over there. So before that also there were many students, even our teachers were also, many of our teachers were student of Pakistan Urdu School. So according to my knowledge, it's 30 years old school. Okay, the principal, the principal father, or because there is a, there were two principals, male principal, and they were male principal and female principal. So I did not mention their names, but there was Sir Bukhari and there were Miss Shaista. They are, mashallah, still in good health. May Allah give them more good health. And one day I will show you all the pictures of our principal. And if you have not seen, not the present principal, the old one, okay? So is very well known academician who had been to England as a teacher, because the school, like we have to just explain. If you want to edit this, you can. Okay, you can write Pakistan or anything else also. This paragraph is unnecessarily lengthy. If you want to exclude it, you can. He takes great interest in teaching his students. He always stressed the importance of punctuality and discipline. You can write, instead of England, you can write here Bahrain, because the school is in Bahrain. Okay, and children learn about this. You can write about your principal. If you don't want to write, this full paragraph is just addition. Okay, no need to write same full paragraph over here. Okay, you can exclude. I will also exclude maybe, but because you have to write about your school, I have added these paragraphs. He always stressed the importance of punctuality and discipline, which he says English children learn in their nursery. You can say here Pakistani children can learn in their schools and like this. He calls meetings every Saturday and gives a guest English life and society. You can say the school conducts many PTMs. Okay, I will edit it here. This, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, I have. Okay, okay. The school conducts many PTM, okay, meetings every Saturday. Instead of writing Saturday, you can write every semester. Semester means just a first term, second term, third term, like this, okay? and gives a gift English life and society, and gives, instead of these tough lines, I will make them easy for you, and gives the parents an idea of progress of their kids. Okay, progress of their kids. The spelling is complete. Okay. It is through his efforts that our school has become a model institution. This is a very good line. You're supposed to not change it. Okay, one. Let me save this. Okay. Now we will go down for the next paragraph, the last paragraph. Our teachers are equally interested in teaching us. They give due importance to sports. They give us all facilities to do hard practice. It is as such that our school is second to none even in field of sports. Okay, whether you want to write this or not, but this is very important part to explain about your school, because the title is to explain about your school. So it is good if you write more good things about your school. So obviously sports is there, academic, PTMs, and PBLs, and there are several competitions, in these coming in these COVID, because of COVID stress, there are so many online activities, virtual activities. There was Kirat competition, there were art competitions. Everything is happening even in Pakistan or the school. Many of you are participating and many of you are not participating. So we can mention the good things about our school in one paragraph. Okay, once a month outdoor rallies are organized. Instead of rallies, you can say outdoor um, trips. Okay, trips, or once a month instead of once a month, because our school doesn't do it once a month, it once a year. Once the outdoor trips are organized, we are taught how to move in society. They take you to the organizations, they take you to the factories, they explain you what is happening, they take you to the picnic. This all you have to write in one paragraph. Okay. You can edit this into one. Instead of writing the three long paragraphs, make it one paragraph. In fact, the lessons of a lifetime importance are part of our syllabus. If you see in your Google Classrooms, you would be seeing that you have so many counselor lessons. You are getting skills lessons. You are getting projects about character building, counseling sessions, and your ethical values. The teachers and counselors are regularly sending you some letters, which most of you would have been reading. Scouting is another feature of our school. Our PTI always stresses the importance of building up high character in a highly developed body. Rallies and jamroses are organized off, and we get instructions as well. These are all because the school is in England, or even in Bahrain or any country. There are so many activities which are given to the kids to improve their physical and mental health. So in this paragraph, it's about scout. Scouts are responsible kids who go out and help to keep the place clean, and they are disciplined. They are same equally trained. Okay, so in our school, long back there was a scout system also, but now because the school is closed for many months, so there are no such outdoor activities. Please, now the last one. Okay, the last one is this. Please pay my best regards to your parents. I am enclosing a copy of my photograph as desired by you, because he sent you a photograph. Now you are sending him also your photograph. I do not know to which of your friends you will show it, but please do not show it to your parents. Otherwise, they will make fun of you for having chosen an ill-figured boy. This is not very important. You are closing it in a fun way, that you are feeling shy that I am thin or I am fat or I am short or I am tall. It's just exchange of communication between two friends. If you want to write this, you can write. Otherwise, this full line you can edit it. Okay. I will show which line not to write. I don't know which friends you can edit from here till here. Okay. Instead of this, you can write to you. I hope you will share my pictures to your friends as well.
Miss F-I.
Yes, beta.
You write friends.
Yes, beta. I am just in hurry. That's why. Okay. Well, thank you for noticing. That's very good. You're focusing on the screen. I'm happy to know. Okay. I hope you will share my pictures to your friends as well. So, hope to hear back from you. Okay. This should be capital. Hope to hear back from you. This should be closing line. You can add it over here. Okay. Somewhere here. You will cut it and you will add it over here. Got it?
Okay, Miss.
So this was how you will reply. You got to reply your friend who asked about your school. So now I am going back to another session. I hope I will send this copy to you. You can edit, you can change, you can copy and
Miss,
yes, beta.
I want to tell you the question that जो England मैंने topic लिखा friend in England telling him her about your school. जो
Yes,
आपने लिखा वो जरूरी है लिखना या हम लोग अपने से भी लिख सकते हैं?
beta, you can write from yourself as well. लेकिन topic वही रखना है. You have to write about England.
तो वही है बट मैंने अपने से लिखा है.
Yes, it's good. Because you know there were many students who need to understand this. इसीलिए मैंने recall किया. That's why I came to recall this and to explain you that how, because we have already done it once, but I wanted to explain you which your school has asked you. Please use your own words. This I'm not saying do the same one. In whole lesson, I am telling you just choose your own words, change them. This is just to give idea, okay? This is just to give idea that this is how you will write a letter and explain about your school, okay? You can do it from your side. I know many of the students have done, even many students have submitted me also separately.
Yes.
So that's good. If you have done it, I will check yours also. If you want to share with me your written, I can check it for you. And okay, I will approve or I will take off your mistakes if there are any. No problem. So we will go for the next lesson now, which is about noun and where is our noun? It's not one. It's about noun and okay.
Pronoun also.
Yes. So the all of us know that grammar has so many things to learn. Even if we have learned it earlier, we have forgot many of them. Can you see the screen? Can all of you see the screen? Noun in English grammar with example. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So I will just give you a small introduction about grammar. Obviously, grammar is authentic rule of writing and speaking. In grammar, we start from alphabets, which are 26 alphabets. Then we divide them into vowels and constants, which vowels are 5 and constants are how many? How many constants? From 26 minus 5, 21. 21 are constants. With the vowels, we change the sounds of the letters and we add an in front of them if we use them as an initial. Any vowel is used as initial, we use an before them. Okay, and the rest of them we use a or the. If it's cat, it's a cat or the cat. In case the cat is very important. And another thing is then we come parts of speech. Parts of speech are how many? Can anybody tell me how many parts of speech we have? Anybody remember?
8.
8 parts of speech. Among them, I will, okay, 1 minute. I will add all of them. Yes, I will. There are 8 parts of speech. Number 1 is noun, okay. Then pronoun, adverb. No, sorry, verb, adverb. Please tell me. Number 5. Tell me, kids.
Adjective.
Okay. Adjective. Okay. Number 6. Preposition.
Present.
Number 7. Conjunction. Okay. And number 8 is interjection. So these are 8 parts of speech among which we are going to do today. That is noun. Okay. We are going to study, obviously many of you know about noun very well, what is noun, but noun is name of anything around you, anything which is moving, not moving, which is in solid shape is called noun. Name of person, place, animal or thing. Okay, person name Umar, Ali, Muhammad, Alia, Zubia, all. Okay, he, she, it, then it goes into another one. Okay, it goes into pronoun. Then animals name, cats, dogs, places name, school, college, universities, roads, flyovers, book, pen, pencil, everything which you are using and you see around yourself is called noun. The word given to anything is called noun. The word given to any product, any object is called noun. Okay. So now we are going to study about types or kinds of noun, which are as follows. You can see here in the picture: proper noun, common noun, material noun, abstract noun, collective noun, countable noun, and uncountable noun. So the first two main important are our common and proper noun. Can anybody tell me what common and proper noun are? Anybody? Can anybody, beta? What are common nouns? No?
Miss, can I tell?
Yes, beta, I want anybody to start and just add in your...
A common noun is a name or place.
Common noun is like name of countries, Bahrain, like this.
It's not
Like
common.
Bahrain.
No, they are not common. Common noun are things...
Common noun is like
Yes. See, I have already shown
country
you. Yes.
or
It is the
table.
name given to every common person or thing of same kind. Same kind means there are so many other copies of them. There are boys, there are many boys. There is short boy, tall boy, heavy boy, chubby boy. Boys, there are many boys. Specifically, we are not saying this boy is a special boy. Same like girls, cats. Then after you specify them, you give them important names, you give them some titles, they become proper. Okay. From common word and proper word itself, you can say common means arm, everywhere. Okay. Proper means something which is proper, which is important, which have priorities, which have titles. So that is called proper noun. So common noun is something which you have not specified. Dog, you can see this example, dog. We have not specified which dog. Either black dog, white dog, the genres of dog, the breeds of dog. We have not mentioned any of them, so we are not using capital letters for them. The first important thing in common noun is that we are not using capital letters for them wherever they are. They can be in short letter, okay? Why we use B over here? Because this is first of your sentence. That's why the capital B is used over here. So don't mix up your concept. It should be small. It's not important. It's short letter, okay, small letter. Cat, we don't know which kind of cat. Table, we don't know. Either it's a branded table, either it's an iron table, or either it has any specification. So these all things which we have written have specifics when they go into specifications, when they are given an importance, they become proper. Okay, like poet. For example, poet. There are many poets. Why we did not write come in the proper noun? Because the poet's name is not mentioned. If poet name is mentioned, that he or she will be only one in the world. Alama Iqbal. Today is Iqbal Day as well. So I hope you remember about this also, and you have some patriotism in you. So Alama Muhammad Iqbal is full his name. You will always write Dr. Alama Muhammad Iqbal. All the initials will be capital because his name is not normal Alama Iqbal, not Iqbal. He is an important figure of subcontinent and all over the world. That's why we take his name into proper noun. Okay, we will go for the proper noun after this. Now you got concept clear? Common noun, anything, even mobile is common noun. But when it comes to Samsung mobile, Apple mobile, the initial of S and A will be capital. Okay, but when it's mobile or phone, it will be short. Understood, beta? Everyone got the concept? Now we will go for the proper noun. It is the name of particular person, thing, or place. It is always right. It always writes in capital. Okay, letter and at the beginning of the word. The first initial, the first letter of that word should be capital because it's only one in the whole world around you. Same like for instead of Delhi, we write Karachi, Islamabad, Manama, Muharrak, anything, it should be capital. William Shakespeare, Alama Muhammad Iqbal, Qaid Azam, Sheikh Isa, Sheikh Nasser, any name which is only one in the world, which is famous like Mountain K2, Himalayan, Karakoram Highway, and cities names, countries names, poets names, writers name, all will be the first letter of their names will be capital. Okay, even the names of bridges, causeways, highways, roads, all these first letter will be capital. So now number three is material noun. What is material? From word itself, material means anything, any stuff. Okay, whether it is hard, whether it is soft, whether it is rough, it is shiny, whatever the surface and shape of that thing is, its material, in which it denotes the material of the thing and the matter of substance. Matter, वही बात, the same. क्या चीज है वो? What is that? It's hard, it's soft, it's rock, it's metal, it's wood, it's plastic, whatever it is. We use those words as noun categorized in material noun. Okay, like this jewelry is made of gold. The word gold is material noun because from gold the jewelry is made. Okay, wood is material noun because from wood table, door, and chairs are made.
From
Okay, got it? Sometimes material noun behaves like a common noun. Okay, obviously already it's a common noun, but how we use it, like tea of Darjeeling. Okay, tea of Darjeeling or tea of, you can say in Pakistan, maybe I don't know which place there are, we grow teas in Aptabad or in some hilly areas there is some big plains of trees as well. The tea of Darjeeling is exported to many countries. The tea itself is material also and is common noun also. But if we say Lipton tea, Tapal tea, then it becomes proper noun. Okay. When it's normal tea, it's material also because already tea is the material. From tea, from the plant of tea, we get tea. So it's already a material as well, and it's also a noun as well. Here, tea is used as a common noun. Okay, we'll go for abstract noun. Abstract means something which you are not able to understand, something you don't know how it's working. Usually, this word is used for arts and crafts, the paintings which you don't know what is shown in the painting, so that is abstract. Okay, something which you are not able to tell what it is, but there is a special message in it. That is called abstract, which you cannot see. It is same. It is the name of quality, concept, idea, action, or state. Okay. Quality means good, bad. For example, brightness, laziness. Yeah, you do them, you own them, but you cannot see them. The basic definition of abstract noun is you own them, but you don't see them. Can you see anybody's brightness? Uh, if it's material, you can see, but if it's your mind, if it's your health, you cannot see how bright you are. Teachers usually say, no, he is a bright student. Does he give light? Does the student gives out light? No. The quality is bright, but he is very bright student. Dull. Can you see anybody dull? Can you see anybody active? You know they have this quality, but you cannot touch that thing. आप उस brightness को touch नहीं कर सकते, आप उस laziness को touch नहीं कर सकते. Abstract nouns are shown, felt, but you cannot touch them. Okay? Idea, idea का मतलब wisdom. You can say that उसमें ये खूबी है, the quality of his, he is very generous, he is very kind, he is very shy. These all ideas and concepts and what you say, the qualities you
Miss,
have.
we have to write this.
No, no, beta, this is, you have to understand, this is your lesson. You have to not write any of
Okay.
these. I will give you homework
Okay,
in the
miss.
end. We have 4 minutes left. I have to complete this, okay? Darkness, you can see darkness, but you cannot touch or feel it. Okay, like even you can feel also, but that is what you know, it is dark, but you cannot touch the darkness. So this is abstract noun. इसमें action जो है वो laughter, movement, theft, you do them, but you cannot touch them. Okay, ये concept clear करें. The abstract nouns, you do them, you feel them, but you cannot touch them. State, childhood, youth, boyhood, death, life, they are, but you cannot touch them. Okay, it is uncountable if we add suffix with an adjective verb or common noun, then it becomes abstract, like nest, hood, prism, sea, shape.
खुद का पूछे ना उस वक्त भी ये गेम ही खेल रहा
Okay, now we will go for collective noun. Collective, with its name, it means collection, group, anything which is joined together, any word which shows group of people, group of things, collection of anything, or even if it's humans, if it's things, if it's people, animal, birds, it's called collective noun. For example, there are specific words, fleet of ships. When so many number of ships go in the sea, sailing in the sea, they are called fleet of ships. Crowd of people, majma, awam, बहुत सारी. When there are so many people in one place, they are group of people, gang of thieves. When there are even two people also who are going for a robbery, they are actually gang, because even two people is also gang, three people is also gang. Mobile of a mob of angry people. Mob, the people who fight in the streets whenever there is any rally or anything, so they are called mob. They snatch, they kick, they push people, so they are called mob. These generally take a singular verb. We use single verb, fleet, not fleets, crowd, not crowds, mob, not mob. They will be never plural, okay? They will be single. Army of, uh, mm, herd of sheep, this one, herd of elephants, bunch of trees or bunch of grapes, pair of Caesar, pair of socks. These all words will never be plural, okay? Already this word means more than one. Okay, I will not go for the examples. I will directly go for countable and nouns. Countable nouns which can be counted. For example, dozen and a dozen of dozen bananas means there are 12 in dozen. And apples, dozen apples, trees, number of trees. Obviously, they can be counted. They can be counted. You know how many of them. Like I can count, you are here 6 or 7 or 8. But if you were a star, I could not count you. If you were rice, I could not count you. If I have rice, milk, I have sugar, I have sand, I cannot count them. They are uncountable. Countable are those which we are able to count. Okay, I will not go for more definition. It's very easy. Compound noun, two or more words create a noun. Okay, there are two words which make one word, like black, board. Black is a word, board is a word. So together we join blackboard. Cupboard, cup and board, cupboard. Okay, we say it cupboard. And many more like here, daughter-in-law, credit card, and there are so many more. We will learn it later. No need to explain. So meanwhile, important things about nouns that those are in number, like singular number, plural number, masculine, feminine, and neuter. Masculine, male, like cat, a male cat, or a man, boy. Masculine, feminine, girl, woman, and neuter, it. Anything which is it, okay, which we don't want to specify the gender, it is also a noun. Like mobile is not girl, not boy, it is a mobile. Laptop is not girl or boy, it is a laptop. But he or she we specify because they are masculine and they are feminine. And neuter means we don't know, we don't want to specify what they are.